Hey everyone, thank you for joining me for day one of my Christmas card series. So this is my first video, and for today's video I'm going to be using a stamp set by Your Next Stamp, which is their Stripes and Stitches stamp. This stamp set is actually really great to use for mail cards, which drew me to it in the first place, but I thought it'd be good to make a non-traditional Christmas card, or a Christmas card using non-traditional colors. So the stamp pads that I chose are Stampin Up's Wisteria Wonder, their Soft Sky, and their Smoky Slate. So I've mounted 3 of the stripes onto various blocks. I've actually mounted 2 to this block, one on either side, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp them down using my block or the stamp press. So I'm again now turning it so I can get a little bit of a plaid pattern here, and again stamping the various colors to complete my image. I found it difficult to sometimes get the stripe to be solid, so actually this piece that you see me stamping here is actually not the piece that I use in the final card. I was able to get a better image on my second attempt. So I'm just about completing the plaid image here. I'm not going to completely cover up all the white, but I want to cover up a majority of it. So once I'm done with the stamping, I wanted to put a vellum banner across the front of the card, somewhere to anchor my sentiment. So I'm just using my Martha Stewart scoreboard to score the vellum right along the edges of my card base. This will make sure that when I fold it over, it wraps around perfectly, like you see me doing here. Next, I went to die cutting my sentiment. So I die cut 3 of the Christmas Blessings die, 2 in white and 1 in purple, which is the color that I'm using on my card. So the purple version of each die cut is going to be the top front. So I'm using my Zig 2-way pen here to adhere the 2 layers of white together, and then I'm going to adhere the purple version over top of each die cut. This layering technique for die cutting allows you to get a really thick chipboard type sentiment, especially with these delicate dies, and by using the white in behind and the purple on top, you get a nice shadow look, which I really liked. So now I'm just trying to work on my positioning for the card. I also die cut a snowflake from the Lawn Fawn Stitched Snowflake die, just to see what I could put in that upright corner. I do end up using that snowflake in that position. Next, I'm using the same purple cardstock from Recollections that I used to die cut the purple Christmas Blessings. And I'm just going to mat my vellum. I'm going to attach my vellum to the cardstock, and then I'm going to attach the plaid piece to my purple backing. So this portion of the cardstock is actually going to cover over the entire front of my card base. So once I'm done that, now it's time for me to pretty much assemble all the various aspects of my card. So I'm going to start by adhering the Christmas Blessing sentiment. For this, I could have used multi-medium matte, and afterwards I thought about using it, but my Zig pen was right there, so I proceeded with using that. The Zig pen seemed to adhere the die cut sentiment pretty well, so it was another option that worked equally as well. Next, I'm going to work on my snowflake. So For Christmas cards, I love to add a little bit of shimmer. So what I decided to use was Perfect Pearls Mist. So I just put the snowflakes in the sink in my basement kitchen, and I just kind of sprayed onto the 2 snowflakes. Now what I'm doing is I am using some foam adhesive on the top side of one of the snowflakes. I wanted to add some dimension to the snowflake by layering it, but rather than doing the triplicate die cutting that I had done, I decided I'd get a little bit more dimension by putting some foam adhesive between the 2 different layers of snowflakes and then applying that to my finished card. So here you can kind of see the dimension that it creates by having it popped up like that. So then to adhere my snowflake, I again could have used multi-medium matte, but I just used my glue runner on various parts of the snowflake just to give it enough to hold down to my card base or card front. So once that goes down, I decided that I wanted to embellish it a little bit. So I brought in some rhinestones for the center of the snowflake. And then I wanted to position some additional rhinestones on the card front. I like using embellishments in odd numbers, particularly 3. So I added an additional 2 rhinestones in a triangle sort of pattern. Now I'm using my ATG gun to attach my pattern piece to my card front. So for my card front, for my card base, I'm using Recollection's 120-pound white cardstock. So this pretty much completes my card. So thank you for watching day 1 of the Christmas card series, and I plan on doing 12 days of Christmas, so there's 11 more videos in the series. Thanks for watching!